Hey guys, it's Evocative. In this video, I'm going to elucidate how the Evolved Archer is a superior Dart Goblin and why you should be using it right now. In fact, I asked professional players and they gave me 3 incredible techniques to master this card that I will share at the end of this video. And I'll discuss everything about the new evolution's advantages, disadvantages, and strategies. But this video is going to be very important, so I won't waste your time. The Evo Archers are the 9th evolution succeeding the Evo Bats, and this card was fully released on November 6, 2023. While the normal archers will inevitably die to arrows, the Archer's evolution provides 25% more hit points, comparable to the evolved Firecracker, everyone's favorite card, which has a health that is high enough to survive arrows, but not nearly enough to withstand the fireball, and that is expectantly angering a lot of players right now, because they think that this is blatantly unfair, especially after the Little Prince Fireball controversy. However, I won't cover the Little Prince in this video, but to learn how to use them effectively, be sure to check out my previous video, linked in the pinned comment below. Despite the drastic increase in health points, the key to the Archer's evolution actually lies in its range, and this is definitely game-breaking. The range of the Archers is normally just 5 tiles, but the newly released evolution has a range 30% further at 6.5 maximum tiles. So as you can see, this is clearly very fair. Plus, a powerful ability called the Power Shot was introduced, although it's only effective at 5 to 6.5 tiles. Furthermore, the ability allows the Evo Archers to produce double the damage of the normal archers when it's attacking enemies in this range. As you can imagine, everybody agrees with this and nobody is angry. And it's important to note that the other stats are identical to the normal archers, like the hit speed and the range damage up to 5 tiles. So we will mainly be covering the evolved archer's increased health and perfectly balanced power shot ability. On the other hand, the Dart Goblin actually has the exact same range as the evolved archers, but it is also equipped with an incredibly quick hit speed. Surprisingly or unsurprisingly, the Dart Goblin was considered indelibly an alternative to the original archers. Therefore, we will start by comparing these 2 cards, and then the evolution will be the cherry on the cake. So first, the Dart Goblin is tremendously effective against cards like the Graveyard, Skeleton Army, or Princess, and especially the King Tower. To be honest, it really only has one problem, which is its exceptionally low health, as we will see in just a second. The Dart Goblin has 15% less hit points than just the normal archers alone, meaning it is very vulnerable to splash damage in spells like poison and arrows, but even a literal snowball takes 2/3 of its health away. Yet this is the price for being only a 3 elixir card, so the range, movement speed, and hit speed alone make this card outstanding. In fact, it's very commonly used to get chip damage at the start of the match, or even during the match, because it will get a mind-blowing 524 damage to the tower before dying. I actually used to have this card in my deck, and for some reason a lot of my opponents would leave the game. This insane damage output is predominantly due to the Dart Goblin's far range, yet its swift attack speed makes an excellent solution against cards like the Giant or the Golem, and it will actually take down most win conditions like the Balloon, but rightfully requires having other low elixir cards in combination, like the Skeletons or the Ice Spirit. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The Dart Goblin struggles immensely against cards like the Wizard or the Bomber, and actually most cards attacking it, so it's really only utilized as support on the defense and for easy chip damage. In comparison, each evolved archer has a 26% damage per second increase. However, this is only when attacking from the power shot range, but in general, the evolved archers have a magnificent 46% increase in hit points, so in contrast, they won't die to arrows as mentioned earlier. Additionally, the evolved archers will start to attack an enemy at 6.5 tiles away, which allows the double damage from the very start. But if the enemy is closer than 5 tiles, it will consequently produce the same damage as the normal archers, which makes the evolved archers almost completely useless like Boom Beach, especially when the Dart Goblin does more damage than the normal archers anyway. Plus, the Dart Goblin has a monumentally greater movement speed and doesn't require 2 cycles to deploy. But in the grand scheme of things, the evolved archers will be a much more attractive option in most situations, especially with these 3 incredible techniques that I'm going to share. Starting with the evolved archer's capability to synergize unbelievably well with the miner. This will be done in situations where you are creating an offense. It begins by deploying the miner normally so it can absorb all the damage from the Princess Tower, while the evolved archers hit it from the bridge. When the Evo archers are left alone, they can easily destroy the tower within seconds, which is what makes this technique important particular very effective. However, this one might just be better. The Evolved Archer actually has a further range than all the defense buildings, so the river placement will work exceptionally well for taking down annoying towers that would impede your pushes otherwise. And earlier I mentioned the limitations of the Power Shot ability. Luckily, the Evolved Archers work incredibly with the Tornado. To prevent enemies from getting too close to where the double damage is no longer effective, the Tornado can be used to pull the troops back into the Power Shot range. This simple yet powerful technique can melt unstoppable pushes in just seconds, giving you a much higher probability of winning. This is why you should definitely use the Archer's evolution in your deck instead of the Dart Goblin. And if you're interested, check out this video next.